Germany up against Japan then, the number 8 seeds and host Germany. They had the home fans dancing between the tables last night. Max Hopp and Gabriel Clemens defeating Canada 5-3, and they set up this second round contest against a new look Japan side really. Two debutants, Yun Matsuda and Yoshihisa Baba. They were really good 5-1 winners over Russia. Up first then, you can see out on that stage, Gabriel Clemens goes first against Yun Matsuda in the singles tie. Let's head to our commentary team for this one, Rod Studd and Wayne Mardle.
Thank you very much, Emma. Yes, it's Gabriel Clemens takes on Yun Matsuda of Japan. Clemens and Harp have got the expectation and the weight that brings on their shoulders. Germany demand perfection, and if Clemens can get this done and then Harp can beat Yoshihisa Baba, they will be through to the quarterfinals for the 6th time, but there's a lot of darts to be played. Matsuda played really well in the demolition of Russia in the opening round, averaging just shy of 90. And if he plays similar to that, Rodri, we could have a game on our hands.
Well, indeed, and we know, Wayne, don't we? There's no such thing as a done deal in these short format games, these best of 7 leg matches. We saw that in the Scotland-Poland game with seesaw matches, where Wright was expected to win easy and didn't, then Henderson was expected to lose to Ratajski and then won that tie. And just by means of a further example for how difficult it is to predict these games, this is the kind of format you play in exhibitions, isn't it, best of 7s, where you have enjoyed, and this is barely credible, wins over Michael van Gerwen in races to 4 legs.
Yes, demolished him on many occasions.
Yeah.
Anything longer would have been an arduous task, but you're right.
96.
You're right. Matsuda will be thinking, if I can replicate a similar standard like he did in the pairs, he'll fancy his chances.
100.
Clemens now, the German number 1, world ranked number 24. That was a ranking that Max Hopp reached a couple of years ago, but he's sunk down into the 40s in world rankings now. But for so long, Max Hopp was the poster boy of German darts, wasn't he? And now that pressure and that, you mentioned the weight of expectations, has come off Max Hopp's shoulders because of the rise of Clemens.
Yeah, and put Martin Schindler in the mix. That's been
43.
mixing it as well. The Germans can be strong. There we see Hopp and Yoshihisa Baba. He's got lovely hair, Yoshihisa. I'm slightly jealous, I have to say.
97.
England await the winner of this in the quarter-final.
Yeah, you mentioned Martin Schindler. He and Max Hopp formed a dynamic Deutsche duo, didn't they? And reached quarter-finals regularly in front of that frenzied Frankfurt crowd that we remember. Slightly different here in Jena, which before the Berlin Wall come down into the former East Germany, it's a little bit more subdued. In that Eissporthalle in Frankfurt, it was a real bear pit, wasn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
And it worked in the Germans' favour, I think.
60. Germany require 86.
Semi-finalists last year, Germany. What can Clemens do off this? Stay there. Well, Matsuda wants 167. It's a big ask, but it's very, very doable.
167.
It's not now, though, so Clemens knows he'll be back for this 40, which he eventually managed to tee up tops after a rather lacklustre attempt at 86. Tops then for the giant German, double 10 for the opening leg. Making heavy weather of this. Very heavy weather of it.
They were not good, were they? Especially the first start at double 10. I understand you don't want to go inside, but that was a bit safe. Well, it's not going to happen this time. Treble 10, possibly.
73. Germany require 10.
He loves double 5, Rod. He really does. Bang.
Well, Wayne, you pride yourself as being something of a soothsayer, but that was embarrassing by any metric.
No, that was embarrassing for him, not me. No, of course, I really thought he would get that.
Well, he's now missed the big 12. As Matsuda eventually gets to double 16, but can't find it, so it really is
Germany require
A mess at the end of this leg. We saw a lot of this from John Henderson and Christoph Ratajski.
It's a long way down for 6'6" Gabe,
but
but he gets it. He could have wrapped it up in 16 darts. He eventually gets it done in 20, but it's a leg on the board.
It is indeed the first leg of this second round tie for Gabriel Clemens and Germany. Hop against Barber to follow, and if should these singles games be split one each, it will be a doubles decider. Still to come, two of the big hitters in the field, the defending champions Wales and then the Netherlands also in action. So we've seen Scotland go through in a thriller, England earlier, so things shaping up very nicely for finals day tomorrow, when the quarters, semis and final will all be played.
100.
Only one seeded pair out so far, Rodri. Just Austria. Sorry, just Belgium, who lost to Austria. It's fantastic. It's Mencia Sulovic, and Dimitri van den Berg will be thinking, what on earth happened? Yeah, we've kind of decided here in the commentary box that Mencia Sulovic is now going to be called the barrister. And we don't know why, but Stuart Pike seems absolutely infatuated with that name. So there you go, Mencia. The gentle has now been dropped because of he's now bespectacled. He's now the barrister.
I'm prepared to go along with that, but only if he turns up on stage in a big TV tournament sporting a wig.
Yes.
One of the court judges' wigs, barristers' wigs. You know.
I think they're called a peruke.
Are they really?
Now, if they're not, I'm going to be made to look a fool yet again. Won't be the first or last time, we know that.
Well, Clemens here, having won the first leg against the darts, has now got well on top in the second with the throw and leading 78 after 12. Single 20 would leave tops here for a 15-darter to double his lead and go 2 up.
38.
Well, the first leg was all a little kind of iffy, wasn't it? This one is going according to plan if you're in the German camp or your name happens to be Gabriel Clemens.
Germany require 40.
Yeah, last year in the second round, Clemens and Hop eased past Greece 2-0 with 2 singles wins. Oh dear, double 10.
20. Japan require 140.
Terrible darts at
Yeah,
tops.
he's missed 10 of his 11 shots at double here, Gabriel Clemens.
I don't care, Rod, how many times I see that way for 140. We know that Rob Cross won the Worlds on it. I don't like it.
There's on the second leg, Germany. Third leg is Japan.
So is it?
First game.
Averaging 71.57. But he will not care one jot.
Yeah, Clemens has made it look more difficult than it actually has been. Maxi Hop, very content. It's a good place to be, isn't it? Backstage with your man winning.
Yeah.
Knowing that you're going to go up there to clinch the tie, and even if you get beat, you've got the insurance of the doubles game.
There we see 2 successful darts at a double, 10 unsuccessful, but kind of irrelevant when you're leading 2-0. You're outplaying your opponent, who's only had 1 dart a double so far. Matsuda averaging 67. Like I said, in that opening pairs game against Russia, he looked really good, averaging 88. Superb darts from him, but this just seems a different human being today.
It's a different dynamic, though, isn't it, when you're up there on your own? I mean, doubles, we've talked about the difficulty of it, but at least you've got someone to metaphorically hold your hand if it's going wrong.
Yeah.
And here, you're up on your own there, and you've just got to get it done on your own. And they're both on debut, aren't they, Babar and Matsuda?
Yeah.
We've seen Japan reach the semis, and, you know, with Muramatsu and Asada, Seigo Asada were the pairing that year, a couple of years ago.
60.
But those players couldn't get through the qualifier, the Japanese qualifier, which is fiercely competitive.
Yeah.
But there's no guarantees, no matter how good you are, you're going to get through it.
Yeah, fiercely competitive, and apparently with those two going out,
57.
fiercely difficult to get through. So even more reason for Matsuda and Baba to come in here with confidence. But this is not going according to plan for the Japanese. 2-0 down. Big Gabe wants 83 to make it 3-0.
The ball.
58.
And that will go down as another missed dart at double on the stats. I think Ratajski missed 15 at double, didn't he, in his defeat to John Henderson?
Yeah.
These missed darts by Clemens at double aren't mattering so much, but they might do yet. And there's a leg on the board for the Japanese. Lovely check out.
Very good.
3-figure out, 118.
Well, Big Gabe has to think, right, OK, he's not playing well, Matsuda, but when he gets a sniff, that's what he's capable of, and he's responded quite magnificently. And Matsuda has responded quite magnificently. Oh. If you were watching earlier, you will have seen Simon Whitlock miss double 18 for a 9-darter. There's never been one hit in the World Cup of Darts.
140.
Threw a really good dart at it as well, Simon Whitlock. Hit the 2 180s, then 60, 45, missed the 36, just on the outside wire.
43.
Yeah, hit a 9-dart leg once upon a time in Premier League finals night, didn't he?
Did. Against Andy Hamilton.
The thing about these short games, first to four, Wade, is that no matter how badly you're playing and how badly you're being beaten, you're never out of it, are you? Even if you're 3 legs to 0 down, you've only got to win 4 on the trot.
Yeah. And there's only 2 breaks to throw.
That's right, you know, so you're still in it, even if you appear to be down and almost out.
Yeah.
And certainly at 2-1 down, you're definitely still in it.
129.
He took out 118. So looking at the 57. Yes, 72. He was looking for a 48 to lead 24. Should go treble 16, and he does. Pressure now.
Germany require 92.
Will he use the safety net of the bullseye here, or will he be going for treble 20? Went for the treble 20. But the penalty for that is you don't get a shot at a double.
Germany require 16.
2 double 18s was possibly the route there.
Two 8s is the route there, and that's 2 each from 2-0 down to 2-all. Good fight back here from Jun Matsuda.
Yeah, very good. The 118 under pressure. Effectively, Rod, every time he's approaching the board, he's under pressure, isn't he? Because, let's be totally honest, Clemens is a far better player than him. Clemens is kind of underperforming right now. With the help of that 118 and that cool, calm, composed double 8, it's 2-2. And now he's in front.
Well, as I said, when it was 2-0 to Clemens, he was making it look more difficult than he actually was, and he hasn't really improved his level of performance since then. And that's invited Matsuda back into the game, and he's warmly accepted the invitation.
Yeah. Well, that's an improvement. But Matsuda has improved, isn't he?
Yes, he has.
He was averaging 67 when we were talking about the averages, and now he's averaging 82. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
80.
Yeah, he's left himself on 190. Could so easily have been on 130 there.
108.
The third maximum from Clemens.
But there's not much wrong with his scoring, Rod, is there? He's 3-140s, 3-180s, running the 5th leg. It's the darts at a double that's dragging him down. He's missed 11. Huge moments coming up here in this tie between Germany and Japan. This is the first single. Max Harp and Baba come on next in a race
49.
to 4 legs.
Well, that dart at tops, had it hit, would have completed the comeback from 0-2 to 3-2 in front. This dart at double top to go 3-2 up for Germany. He's missed now.
He's looked terrible on tops. Right. Awful.
And even worse on the double 5 that he loves so much.
Yes. He loves double 5. What is it with double 5?
Germany
You
requires
feel for them, you
20.
really do. You know they're
That's the
going
bit
through
where
turmoil.
it's no fun watching, isn't it? That double tap goes 3-2 Clemens, 3-2 Germany. But Matsuda had chances there to take a very unlikely lead.
And he had showed so much composure taking out the 1-1-8 and the double 8 after that. And got to say, I felt he would take that 20 out. At times, he's looked more composed than Clemens has on tops. You can definitely tell that whilst Clemens is hitting some big scores, the form of maybe last year and the year before is not quite there.
Yeah, we've seen some oranges and lemons from Clemens, haven't we? With the occasional 3 bells for those maximums. And there was almost another, that would have been a 4th maxi in and amongst some of the mediocre stuff.
Got a game, isn't he? He really has. And like we said, averaging in the mid to highish 60s after 2 legs. He's upped it really well. Credit where it's due.
Well, potentially just a couple of visits away now from a precious point for the host nation.
All 100. Germany require 132.
We'll start on the bullseye. We'll go for 57. Looking to leave 28.
64.
Could not do it.
Japan require
The
136.
Is on Matsuda to take this out.
Now the best he can do is leave a single darter and hope against hope that Clemens has
58.
more problems on the outer ring.
Germany requires 68.
And he's had plenty of them, to be fair. But here comes another dart at double. This time it will be a match dart.
52.
The click
Japan
of the wire was audible
78.
to save it, to take us in to a last leg decider, and he will have the darts. 20 for tops. Huge moments in this World Cup.
38.
The doubling has been dismal
Germany
from both.
requires 16.
Double 8 then. And this time, at long last, Clemens finds the finish, and Germany have the first point on the board.
Max off, take on Baba next.